Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. My name is Bree, and welcome to Documented Journey. Today, I am live with Robyn. Robyn, say hello.
Hi, guys. I am here. Hello.
I'm going to try. I can't see the comments yet. I know you have already, Robyn, but for some reason, there I am. I'm going to try. So sorry. All right. Live chat. Mackenzie says hello.
Hey, Mackenzie.
Can you tell how many people are watching, or am I just Abigail? Hello.
I see 14 people, so that's good. Go ahead and get started.
All right. Well, so what we did was we asked questions over on Instagram. We were going to do a live at the end of January because we did one in December for Create December, I think, and we had planned on all accounts to do one in January, but life happened and now it's May and we're doing a live.
Yeah.
Whoops. So again, we did ask questions over on Instagram. So if you aren't following one of us, both of us, either of us, whatever, on Instagram, then you should probably do so because I know Robyn posts beautiful photos over there and I give you a little tidbit too, behind the scenes kind of thing. So anyway, we're going to get started with questions. I think what we're going to do is we picked 8 questions from the bunch, and then we have like 5 little bonus rapid fire type questions that we are going to ask right at the end. And rapid fire obviously means we're going to answer them as fast as we can, and then we'll kind of switch and do it to the other person. So I just wanted to say hi to everyone. I see all the hellos. Do you see them, Robyn?
I do. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today.
So we're going to get started with the first question because I don't have very much time. My kids are in preschool and I have no time pretty much to myself. So, and Robyn has a kid at home. So our first question is, how did I get started journaling? And so I think we've talked about this before, but the short answer is I've been drawing my whole entire life. My mom was so kind to always have art supplies around for me. She kind of came from a drawing background with my grandfather being an architect, and she also has an art education degree. And I have an art education degree as well, so it just kind of went with it. But I would say that taking Alisa Burke's Sketchbook Delight class, I'll link all these things in the description box after the video, so that way you can just click the link and go there. But after taking her Sketchbook Delight class, that's what got me into journaling how I journal right now. So, Robyn.
I've told this story before. It's not really a story, but I got into journaling because of my grandmothers. One of them is really addicted to stationery and already a big journaler. And the other one is a school teacher. And so she would always just pass off her old school supplies to me when she was done. And between the two of them, I just had that influence from birth. And I think I started around 7, but kept a journal from 8 years old and on. So I have my grandmas to thank for that. So question number 2, Bree, or I guess I'll answer it first. When you first started journaling, did it feel natural? And I can't remember, because I was 8 years old, I don't remember if I felt natural, but I do know that I never stopped. I have journals from every year of my life. Sometimes there's huge gaps, like a month or two, especially during those years where my kids were really little and I just didn't have a lot of time. But the feeling is natural, I guess, for me. How about you, Bree?
So I also started journaling when I was really young, and I can't honestly remember like what it felt like, but I would say that if I look back on those journals, I didn't journal consistently. So I would pick up a journal after a month or two and then journal in it for a little bit. And then I would set it down and forget about it. And I think I started journaling when I was in 5th grade, and I had one journal from 5th grade to about high school. And then I had one journal from all 4 years of high school. And then since then, I have a million journals. So I would say that it didn't really get consistent until after high school. But I can't really say that it didn't feel natural, because I continued it. So I don't know. I hope that answers the question. The next question is, what are some supplies that you recommend for a beginner? If you know me at all, I'm going to go short and sweet with this. You need a pen, paper, and if you want to add color, you need something to add color with. And I'm sure Robyn can elaborate on that for us. Robyn?
Yeah, I would add to that, if you're going to choose watercolors, you don't have to go expensive. I've heard good reviews about the Jane Davenports or the Primas. I actually started with the Prima brand myself. Those are available on Amazon. And then I worked my way up to getting like Daniel Smith watercolors, because I realized that I really like that tool. And so then I would invest in it. So start cheap, whatever your tool is, and then work up as you figure out what kind of paper and stuff you want. But as one more beginner supply, I definitely recommend a number stencil and even an alphabet stencil. I love adding those elements to my journal, especially if you're going to date your entries. It just adds a little more pizzazz to your page. Let's see. Question number 4. Have you been tempted to switch sizes or setups from January? Well, yeah, I did. I had really high goals to stay in the A6 Hobonichi for the whole year, and it just didn't work out for me. I think the page was too small. I felt a little claustrophobic, and I did change back to B6 Slim, which is kind of my favorite, my baby size. Not my baby size. It's my baby. That's what I'm trying to say. But the other sizes that I enjoy would be pocket size and standard sometimes. But for now, it's B6 Slim, and I have totally ditched the A6. I have nothing in A6 size. So Bree, what's your answer?
I think that if anyone answered no to this, I like bow down to them, because of course you want to switch sizes, right? I mean, hello. So yes, my answer is yes. Of course I wanted to switch sizes, but it's not journaling. After having the Hobonichi and having the A6 size, I absolutely love that size for my written journal. So that I have not wanted to change. I just want to change the actual book itself, because I don't like all the extra pages in the Hobonichi. As simple as the Hobonichi is, I don't need all the calendar type stuff. My husband and I share a Google Calendar, so that is just really convenient for both of us. And I do have the weeks, and I am not, it's getting harder and harder for me to use. So I would consider, I love the weeks cover so much. The weeks cover that I have, I love it so much that I won't stop using it. I'm that person. I'm that kind of person that if I buy something, I just continue using it until the end. So I won't stop using it. But next year, I probably will not buy the weeks, and I will probably just use a pocket size or field notes, and just make lists in that for my day, like the tasks and stuff. Because I think I'm more of a list maker than a planner. So, yep, that's it. Let's go to the next one. Is there a journal size or company you are thinking of trying next? So I am not going to switch sizes. I am in love with the A6 size, and I'm also in love with the field notes or pocket size. Those two are my ultimate favorite. But I am going to be trying a couple different new covers, both a more sustainable and vegan option. One is going to be cork, and the other is going to be, I think she called it a washable paper, but I will have videos on those for you, hopefully over the summer. So there's that. Robyn, how about you?
I'm not interested in changing sizes right now, but I am interested in the Chic Sparrow Folio design that will be coming, and curious about how it will fit on the notebooks because they did look a little bit large. I don't know if you guys saw Jennifer's video about the folio design, but so I'm curious. I'm hoping she will put front pockets on it, but that's the only thing I'm curious about right now. I'm just happy with the B6 Slim. Next question. Do you have any business goals or dreams? I feel like this question was geared a little more towards Bree since she's a little more of a businesswoman than I. She's shaking her head no.
No.
But I have my little Etsy shop, which is on vacation right now. But my business goals, not really. I just want to pay off the mortgage and help my husband do that. And then as soon as that goal is met, I'll see where it goes next. Because I just want to meet one goal at a time. And as long as it's a reachable goal, and then I reach it, then I'm happy, and then I'll decide from there. But I don't really have long-term goals. But I know Bree does, so take it away, Bree.
It's all like this, you just cross your fingers and hope everything works out. It's not really, but anyway, at the moment, I take, as far as my art goals and my documented journey, like company goes, I try and set small goals. So I have a weekly goal of how much I would like to make as far as money goes on Etsy. And it would be comparison for me to have 2 days that I sub a week. So if I'm making that much money on Etsy, then I'm meeting my goal. And so far, I set that goal in January. And so far, I have met it every week, which I am so thankful to all of you for supporting me, for watching my channel, all that stuff, because I don't know, that's huge for me because this is something that I want to do. I want to get my art out there. I want to share all my knowledge with people. And so I couldn't do that if you guys weren't here. So I really appreciate that. Eventually, when both of my kids are in school, because at the moment I literally have 2.5, 3 hours to myself a week. That's it. My son goes to preschool 4 days a week, but my daughter only goes 2. So luckily they go at the same time. So I actually get that time to myself. But as of right now, with both kids in school, that's my goal. Or both kids, in preschool. When both of them are in elementary school and I have a whole day to myself, I honestly would like to triple that per week. And it might not be something that I can do only on Etsy. It might be something that I do with creating online classes or maybe even doing Patreon, but we will see. So that is kind of my business goals. Moving on. How to save money when you're addicted to TNs. Or how do you save money when you're addicted to TNs? Again, I'm going to go simple and sweet because that's just how I am. I sell my old stuff to get new stuff. That's what I do. And I know Robyn can go in depth and it's going to be good. Right, Robyn?
Is it my turn then?
It's your turn.
Okay. Well, there were 2 ways we could interpret this question. One was like how to afford more traveler's notebooks when you're trying to save money. The other way is how do you save money when you'd rather buy traveler's notebooks? I'm going to go Dave Ramsey on you here and say you have to set a budget for yourself. We didn't buy anything. I'm talking about me and my husband. We didn't buy anything extra or frivolous while we were in debt and getting out of debt completely. And so I didn't buy traveler's notebooks when it's called baby step 2. So if you look up the Dave Ramsey plan, you'll see what I'm saying. We waited until after we were through baby step 2 and baby step 3. So when our savings was huge, or not huge, not saying that, but look it up, baby step 3, your savings is quite large. Once we got to that point, we started giving ourselves an allowance. and we stick to that allowance. And at that point, I felt free to, reward myself with leather goods, traveler's notebooks, folios, whatever it may be. My journaling hobby was able to pick up a little more, and I'm really grateful that we put off our desires until we got to that point. Still, like Bree said, though, I will sell something first before I get something new. I like to keep my collection small and tidy, and I don't like things sitting empty on the shelf because it makes me feel sad, like they're sad and that they're mad at me that I'm not using them. So
it's like you bring it back old school a little bit, and remember your stuffed animal collection. And when you didn't play with them, they were like mad at you.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that's my thought on that question. And I loved that question because it was like, oh, Dave Ramsey, here we go. I'm obsessed. Okay, question number 8. Let's see. The main reason you journal. I thought this was a really good one. And Bree and I have different answers to this question, which I love. So I am in it for the experience. I love pen to paper. I love the smell of leather. I love the sound of the pages crinkling as I turn through them and fan them out. A side note to that, though, is that it helps my anxiety. So it's worth it to me on that level as well. And so, Bree, what's your answer to that one?
I just like to document my journey. That's so cliche because my name is Documented Journey, but that is how I came up with my name. I love to document all the things. May it be something that I'm taking notes on through a podcast or drawing a botanical that I saw on a walk. I just like to write it all down. I have realized that because I do this, I have a poor memory, I guess, of I can't remember, not necessarily day to day, but I can't remember like the past very much. And so it's come in handy because then I can just be like, oh, I can look at my journal to see what happened. So yeah, but the main reason I journal is to just document my life because I like to write about it. And I think it might, if you start making lists about what you do, like kind of going back to if you feel awkward when journaling, if you just start making lists of what you did that day, and then you like start making the list, and maybe it's 5 things that you wrote down, and then the next day write down those 5 things and then elaborate on them just a little bit. You'll soon be able to fill a whole page, don't you think, Robyn? I mean, it really gets the ball rolling, I think. But yeah, just to document my journey. That's my answer.
Okay, so should we move on to the rapid fire?
Well, I messed up, and you should have told me I messed up because we were going to talk a little bit about our relationship at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
I do remember. Someone asked us a question, what's one thing we like most about each other? I couldn't just say one thing, but I'll give you like a bullet checklist. I love that Bree is easygoing. She's strong, she's confident, and she's unapologetically her.
Ouch, that last one.
Oh, that's not a diss.
You either like me or you don't, and that's okay. Like, I get it. I mean,
no, I love that, and I wish I had that trait because I worried way too much about what people think of me, and then it brings me down. And you're not that way, and you're always content, and you're always happy with yourself, and you're happy with your life and your decisions. And I wish I was like that. So
that's not true. You know it. You'll be the first one to be like, I'll just be having a down day because I don't know, well, Instagram numbers or something dumb, and I'll be like, Robyn, I suck at this. And you're like, no, you don't. You're the first one to always remind me that you need to just be you. Anyway, I tried really hard to come up with like a new thing that I haven't told Robyn before because, we share, I don't know, I feel like I feel like I talk to Robyn like she's my journal. So she knows a lot of how I feel, exactly how I feel. So I tried to come up with something new, and this just kind of also ties in with why Robyn journals, because she likes all the thing, like it's all about the sensory type thing. She likes to write with the pen. She likes to turn the page and hear it, you know, turning and that crinkly sound and all that stuff. And she is the first person to keep me in any type of loop. Like if there's a new thing coming out, she tells me about it. If there's new journaling goodies, color trends, cute sticker designers, like she always knows. She always knows that I'll like she points out the designers that I'll like, and she knows exactly what I like. She's just really, she should be my journal designer. What is that? Like people that shop for you. What are those called?
Personal shopper.
You are my personal journal shopper. That's what you are. You are really
Okay.
good at getting to know people's style and then knowing what they're gonna like. It's awesome.
Oh, well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do rapid fire?
Yeah, let's do rapid fire.
Who's gonna go first?
I'll ask you the question, you answer it, and then or no. Yeah, I'll ask you the question, then you can ask me. Okay. How many covers do you have?
I have 6.
Do I answer
Oh,
now?
how many covers do you have?
I have 6 too, but I also have one on the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Well, I guess technically I have 6 and I have 2 on the way because I'm gonna be doing those 2 reviews on those covers. So
That's right.
yeah. So yeah. Okay, let me ask the next one.
Okay.
Do you feel you need to make up missed days?
Nope, I don't, because some days are just flat out boring. How about you, Bree?
Nope. I don't either. If I feel like I need to talk about that day, I'll just do a recap. I don't need to fill in that page. I just don't. I skip it.
Okay. Sojourner or Chic Sparrow?
I'm a Sojourner girl. Robyn, Sojourner, or Chic Sparrow?
I have to say both. I just use them for different things, but they both have something to offer me right now, and so both.
Robyn, who is your favorite sticker designer?
Well, Bree's number one, and I also really enjoy Studio Katie. Yep. How about you, Bree?
Mine would be Robyn, and then my other favorite is Cat Ryalls, and I think she has a different name on Instagram. But again, we'll have all that in the description box for you.
Yeah.
And then, do you make pages pretty for someone else?
No, I don't. I think the question was asking, do I make them for the people who will eventually read my journal? And no, I think I would just die if someone read my journal. So I make them pretty for me. I do what I want. And yeah, that was kind of a long answer. This is supposed to be rapid fire. So what's your answer, Bree?
My answer is no. I do what I want.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't. I could. If I did it for someone else, then what's the point of doing it? You know, like it's not going to help me any. So that's all the questions we're going to answer, really. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section, and I'll kind of scroll through right now and see if there's any. Have you seen any, Robyn?
Yeah.
Ooh, someone said cute hair, Robyn.
Thank you. I put it on just for you guys.
I did not. Sorry.
It's my real hair. That made it sound like it's a wig. It's my real hair.
I didn't do anything to my hair. Just for you guys.
Let's see. Someone asked us our thoughts on ring planners. Have either of us ever tried them? And no, they remind me of high school binders, and I never liked that. My fingers always got pinched.
Yeah, I've never even thought about moving into a rings. I absolutely hate spiral bound notebooks, so there'd be no way that I'm going to touch a rings. It just gets in my way, and I like to do like spreads in my journal, so no rings for me. Definitely not. Who's Pacific Ocean? What's your name? She said, I appreciate Robyn's discipline with her journaling and money. And then she said, I love Bree's creative abilities. Thank you. That's very sweet.
Yeah, thank you. I did see earlier someone recommended to you the new Nanami pocket size, but I showed Bree that, and it's not true pocket size. It's like it's like a tall pocket or something.
Yeah, I looked at that, and I think it's like 6 and a little something by 3.5 or something. So it's a little too tall for a pocket. And since I have a pocket folio, I'd want to put it inside there. At the moment, I have 2 pockets by Sojourner, but or field note size. I have my Stag, which everyone likes. It's my favorite. I compare every notebook to that, but I also have another one, and I just put in a moleskin, right, Robyn?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you showed. That's what you showed me. Yeah.
That I thought I could like carry with me and jot down notes and lists and stuff. So, any other questions? Jessica, Pacific Ocean, that's her name. Thank you, Jessica.
I am remembering a question that we forgot to address. It's from my friend Katja, who is here. Hi, Katja. She was asking me if I'm enjoying the thick Nanami in my B6 Slim Folio. We should show our journals more because there's no journal eye candy in this live chat, Bree. But the answer is yes, I'm enjoying it. It's starting to get a little bit chunky, but it's fine still. It's fine, and I'm enjoying it. So thanks for asking that.
Are you, is it in both sides? Like, you know what I mean? Front cover and back cover in the slips or pockets?
Yep, front and back. Definitely. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have 2 journals, so, but I can show you both. This is my illustrated journal. I haven't even started. It's brand new. I haven't even decorated the cover. I thought that I could do that on video, but this is going to be my new illustrated journal. I need to do a flip through on my old one since I finished that. And then, are you excited, Robyn?
Yes.
This is my new Sojourner. It is Getty leather, and I have a video coming on Sunday comparing this to hand stitch leather tee, which is pretty interesting if you ask me.
Yeah, her video is going to blow your mind on the differences.
I don't think it's going to blow their mind, but...
Well, it's shocking to me, I think. We'll see.
You know, it was really shocking to me too, actually. So, yeah, it's interesting. Every maker makes their covers different for whatever reason. They have their reasons, and their reasons are good for them, and that's perfect. And every maker is going to have business somewhere. You know what I mean? Because don't get me wrong, even leather is leather. Every cover is beautiful if you really ask me. So it's just what works for you the best. And yeah, I hope that I point out, like I hope that I pointed out some good things, not like, you know, I didn't say anything negative about either one, but I think that all those things that I pointed out are going to be something that, you know, people can look back on and maybe know if they want to purchase it or not. So Jessica says, love the Getty. I have been stuck between Getty and Solomon. Good luck, girl. They're both beautiful. Robyn's stuck between that too.
Oh my gosh. I have a Getty on the way. I'll just tell you guys.
He couldn't resist getting a Getty after I got the Getty. So
You know, like Brie literally showed me her Getty, and as she was showing me, I got on my phone and I ordered it while we were talking. I was like, I need that.
yep, she straight up did that. She was
Yeah, I
on her
did.
phone ordering it. But it is really nice. I will say that it reminds me of Stag in color. They're very similar. I guess maybe the Stag's a bit darker, but mine has aged more. This is more of a caramel color or a lighter brown. But yeah, I don't know. The Getty is like, it's almost like a pillowcase for your pillow. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a cover for your notebook. It is your notebook. Like it feels like your notebook. So it's really cool. I hope you like it because I love mine. So.
Oh, I intend to. I intend to love it to death.
And if not, we'll just sell it.
I know. I know. Thank goodness there's a resale market for things if you're not happy.
My computer just unplugged.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think that we answered pretty much everything. What size do you have on the way, Robyn?
Oh, well, that's actually a good question. So I have the B6 Slim Folio, the Solomon, and I ordered the Field Notes Large in the Getty, which is a tiny bit taller and then half an inch wider than the B6 Slim. So I'm going to put my B6 Slim in the Field Notes Large Getty just to see how the fit is a little bit different. And I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, see if you like it better because she likes to hide those tabs, keep them safe. So,
Yeah, I know. I know.
I get it. I mean, when I have tabs, let's see, I have my old journal here so I can just kind of stick it in and show you. When I have tabs in my Stag, they do stick out just a bit, but because I don't have the string, it's not like cutting into them and bending them, so it's not a big deal. And I don't really use very many tabs in my written journal. I do have one. I have two, actually, but it's not something that I actually normally use. I'm just using it to tab off important little spots. Like this tab is my goals page, one of them. So I probably wouldn't do that if I didn't have the Hobonichi because I wouldn't have those extra pages. And I don't plan on doing like a goals page in my next journal. So let's see. Have you ever seen or tried make yourself leather notebooks, Robyn?
Yeah, haven't we both, Brie? We both tried a Folio, and it's a really good product and a fair price. I think it took a little longer than we thought it would take to receive, or maybe it took longer for Brie than it took for me, and that was a bummer.
It's always a bummer when it takes long, right? Because
I know.
right now.
I know. I'm like, oh, well, Chic Sparrow takes like 4 days, and then Sojourner takes 2 weeks. And I'm like, but I really want it. Anyway, Maker South, though, it's a good product. I think what Brie and I both agreed that we didn't like about it was that the stitching didn't go all the way around. But I think they'll do that for you if you request it. And maybe that the leather was a little bit thick.
Yeah, mine, I don't care about the stitching. But I can see how that I can see why people would want that, just aesthetically. Mine was the thickness of the leather. The thickness, the overall thickness, when you open up your notebook and it's just one piece of leather. I am a folio girl, so I don't really like classic TNs. So when you open up your leather, it's one piece. That one piece is a certain thickness. That wasn't the problem. When they put that same piece as a pocket on the inside, it creates obviously a double thickness. So it's heavier, it's bulkier. I don't know. I just prefer the lightweight folios best. So as far as the stitching goes, that doesn't matter to me as much.
Someone's asking what sizes you have, Brie.
What size I have for
The
well, I
folios?
only have well, that's a lie. I was going to lie to you, but I didn't. I have a field note size or pocket, whatever you guys want to call it. And then I have an A6 journal. This is the Getty. And then I have a Mitzvah by Sojourner, and I have that in the signature size. Is there a buy-sell trade group you're in for Sojourner leather? Yes. And I can list that in the description box, or you can go onto Facebook and you can search Sisterhood, Sojourner Sisterhood. Let me look real quick. It's a kind of a long name, and I had a really hard time finding it. So it is called the Sojourner Sisterhood. So if you type in that into Facebook, you should find it. Bree, what size is your vanishing point nib? Fine. Fine is. I like everything as fine as it can get because I like the smaller grid. I like to write smaller. I'm not a big, like my handwriting is small naturally. So, and Robyn sold her vanishing point, you guys. We're no longer vanishing point sisters.
That's okay. We're going to be Getty sisters really soon. So,
yeah.
Sorry, but I did. I sold it to Maria. Her Instagram is Mick Isaac. She's in Canada. She's awesome.
She is awesome. All those Canada ladies.
I know. I want to meet them all. There's a good question here from Ella. She says, what sizes haven't you tried and wouldn't ever want to? And I already know the answer to that. I would never do personal.
What is personal size? I know that's the smallest one, but what is that size?
I think it's like a miniature B6 Slim. Kind of.
Oh, I thought it was, what is the smallest size then? Like the 3 by 5 and a half?
Oh, well, there's a
Is
nano.
that Passport?
Oh, Passport. Yeah, something like that.
I would never try Passport. Field Notes is as small as it gets. I like small notebooks, but Field Notes is probably as small as it gets. Personal is 3 and a quarter or 3 and a quarter, 3.75 by 6.75. I've never tried that size. Interesting. I've never tried. I tried A5. That is the actually only this. That size is the only size that I gave up on. I had a Hobonichi A5 size, and I used it until October. And there's some videos of me doing little doodles of Hobonichi, or little doodles in my Hobonichi like 3 years ago on this channel. So, but yeah, A5, I quit that size. Standard. I have never tried standard. No, I have. That was my first. I hate standard size. I can't stand how long and tall that is. You know, that's the whole reason I didn't like the Weeks at the beginning. Like I tried the Weeks 2 years ago or something when they first came out with the Weeks, and I hated it because it was so tall and skinny. So yeah, the only reason I bought the Weeks this time is because this cover is amazing.
What I like about the Week, what I like about the Weeks is that I leave it open, and when it's open, it's like a perfect square. And it doesn't look long and tall anymore.
But then I can't see my cover.
Oh, I know. You're all about the cover.
It's the only reason I bought it.
I know.
I better be able to look at it all the time.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with the sizes that I have. I used to do B6 until I got really into this channel because I combined like all the things into the B6. I combined my journal, I combined my sketches, I combined everything into that size. And I do like that size, and I think it's portable, and I think it's really nice, but I don't think it's the best size for me now in this point in my life with kids. The Field Note size is so nice because I can just take it with me to the park. It's really small, and I can sketch something in like 15 minutes, and you know, then I have a sketch instead of in my B6 journal, it would take me 45 minutes. So.
Well, I think there's one more question. I think it's Kimberly who's asking. It's Kay Reynolds. She's asking, Bree, what sizes do you have on the way?
Oh, I have, I'm trying to think. I have an A6 and a field note size. Yep. Both sizes the same. It's common for people to dislike personal size, but love the Hobonichi weeks. Interesting. Ree, how long have you skateboarded? um, I just started probably trying to think. So my husband has been skateboarding for like years, and he's always tried to get me to do it, but I've always been scared. And so I think I started like, yeah, when my daughter was probably when she could ride her scooter. So maybe a year and a half, 2 years at the most. I don't know. I'm not very good. I mean, I'm not as good as my husband, that's for sure. So.
Cool. I don't see any more questions. So should we wrap it up?
Sounds good. How do you want to wrap it up? By me saying.
How do you say it at the end of your videos? I forget.
How do you try it? I really love it.
I forget. Oh my gosh, I just had a brain fart. How do you end your videos? Tell me. Oh my gosh.
I say, I don't know. How did I forget? Someone knows, right? No one knows. We forgot.
That's hilarious.
I know. The end. No, it's all right, everybody. Until next time, I'll see ya. Do you want to do it, Robyn, and then I'll end it?
Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, I'll see ya.